Have you ever looked at an ordinary coin and wondered if it could be worth thousands of dollars? Today's video is going to change the way you see your pocket change. In this video, we are revealing the top 6 coins that may look common, circulated, and even scratched, but can carry surprising value in today's collector market. These coins have fascinating history, rare mint marks, hidden errors, and stories that many people don't know. Some of them have sold for hundreds, thousands, and even life-changing amounts of money. So stay with us till the end, because the last coin on this list might be sitting in your wallet, right? Top 1. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1993 with the D mint mark. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary circulated quarter, something many people have seen or even spent without thinking twice. But when you look closer, the story behind this coin, its history, and the special details that collectors search for can completely change the way you see it. This 1993 Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the small D mint mark on the front of the coin. The obverse features the strong left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of America's first president, and it remained in use for decades, making it one of the most recognized coin designs in the United States. The reverse of the coin shows the heraldic eagle with spread wings, holding arrows and olive branches. This design represents strength, peace, and the authority of the United States, even in circulated condition. When the coin has surface wear, fine scratches, and signs of daily use, these details still tell a powerful story of American history and everyday commerce. Now, let's talk about condition. Most 1993 D Washington quarters found today are circulated. That means they show wear on high points like Washington's hair, the cheek, and the eagle's feathers. You may notice surface scratches, dull shine, and loss of original luster. These marks are normal and prove that the coin has traveled through countless hands over the years. Because millions of 1993 D quarters were minted, a normal circulated example usually has a modest value, often close to face value. However, this is where things get interesting for collectors. Not all coins are equal. Some 1993 D Washington quarters can become rare and valuable due to special factors. Collectors closely examine these coins for mint errors. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, clipped planchets, or unusually strong or weak mint marks can dramatically increase the coin's value. In rare cases, error quarters from this year have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, depending on the type and severity of the error. Another factor that can push the value much higher is condition. While circulated coins are common, uncirculated or mint state 1993 D quarters are much harder to find, especially with strong luster and sharp details. Coins graded MS65, MS66, or higher by professional grading services can reach significant prices in today's collector market. High-grade examples are where the real money starts. The metal composition of the coin is also important. The 1993 Washington quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, with an outer layer of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. While it does not contain silver, its value comes from rarity, condition, and collector demand rather than precious metal content. In today's coin market, values can change based on demand, auctions, and collector interest. A circulated 1993 D quarter with scratches may only be worth a small premium unless it has a rare error. But if you find a sharply struck coin, an uncirculated piece, or a genuine mint error, the value can jump from a few dollars to hundreds or even more in exceptional cases. This is why coin collectors always say, never judge a coin too quickly. That old quarter sitting in a drawer, jar, or wallet could be hiding something special. Careful inspection, proper storage, and even professional grading can reveal the true market value of a coin that once seemed ordinary. So the 1993 D Washington quarter is not just loose change. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of daily life in the early 1990s, and for some lucky collectors, a rare discovery with big market value in dollars today. Top 2. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1995 with the D mint mark. This coin may appear very common at first, especially in circulated condition with visible surface scratches, light wear, and signs of daily use. Many people have handled this coin without realizing the history it carries and the hidden potential it may hold in today's collector market. This 1995 Washington quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark on the front of the coin. The obverse features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design was first released in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, and by 1995 it had already become a long-standing symbol of American currency and tradition. On the reverse side, the coin displays the powerful eagle with outstretched wings, holding arrows and olive branches. This image represents strength, peace, and national pride, even when the coin is circulated and shows where on the eagle's feathers or softness in the lettering. The design still reflects the craftsmanship of the United States Mint during the mid-1990s. Most 1995 D. Washington quarters found today are circulated, surface scratches, small nicks, and a faded shine are very common. These marks show that the coin was used in everyday transactions, passed through shops, banks, and hands across the country. Normally, a heavily circulated example does not carry a high value, but collectors never stop at first impressions. The real excitement begins when collectors search for rare details and mint errors. Some 1995 D quarters were struck with errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or unusual mint mark placement. These rare error coins are highly desirable, and depending on the type and condition, they can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's auction market. Condition also plays a major role in market value. While circulated coins are common, uncirculated 1995 D. Washington quarters with strong luster and sharp details are much harder to find. Coins graded in high mint state levels by professional grading services can reach impressive prices. The higher the grade, the higher the demand from serious collectors. The metal composition of the 1995 Washington quarter is copper nickel clad with a pure copper core. Although it does not contain silver, its value comes from rarity, condition, and collector interest rather than metal content. This is why even modern-era coins can surprise people with their market value. In today's coin market, prices are influenced by collector demand, auction trends, and the discovery of new errors. A normal circulated 1995 D quarter with scratches may be worth only a small premium, but a rare error or high-grade example can suddenly turn pocket change into a valuable collectible worth big money in dollars. This is why coin collectors always recommend checking every coin carefully. That ordinary-looking quarter sitting in your wallet, jar, or old collection could be a hidden treasure. Proper inspection, safe storage, and professional grading can reveal the true value of a coin that once seemed unimportant. The 1995 D. Washington quarter is more than just 25 cents. It is a piece of American history, a reminder of everyday life in the 1990s, and for some lucky collectors, a rare coin with big market value today. Top 3. The United States of America Washington quarter dollar from the year 1994 with the P mint mark. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary circulated quarter, showing surface wear, visible scratches, and natural toning that developed over time. Many people overlook coins like this, but collectors know that even a well-used coin can have an interesting story and hidden market potential. The 1994 Washington quarter with the P mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The small P on the obverse identifies its origin, something that did not appear on Philadelphia quarters for many decades. By the 1990s, The mint mark had become an important detail for collectors, helping them separate common examples from more desirable varieties. On the front of the coin, we see the classic left-facing portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This design was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Even in circulated condition, with light smoothing on Washington's hair and cheek, the portrait still represents leadership, history, and the foundation of the United States. The reverse features the heraldic eagle with spread wings, holding arrows and olive branches. This design symbolizes strength and peace. On circulated 1994 quarters, it is common to see wear on the eagle's breast and feathers, along with scratches from years of circulation. Toning may also appear, giving the coin shades of gray, gold, or light brown, which some collectors actually find attractive. Most 1994 P. Washington quarters found today are circulated. Because millions were minted, a normal circulated coin usually carries only a small premium over face value. However, collectors never stop at basic, where they carefully examine coins for rare characteristics that can significantly increase value. One of the most important value boosters is the presence of mint errors. Some 1994 P quarters were struck with errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks struck through debris, or clipped planchets. These error coins are highly collectible, and depending on their visibility and condition, they can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's auction market. Condition also plays a major role in value. While circulated coins are common, uncirculated 1994 P. Washington quarters with strong luster and sharp details are much harder to find. Coins graded in high mint state levels by professional grading services can reach impressive prices, especially when demand is strong among collectors completing date and mint sets. The composition of the 1994 Washington quarter is copper nickel clad, with a pure copper core. Even though it contains no silver, its collectible value comes from rarity, condition, eye appeal, and collector demand. Natural toning, when attractive and even, can sometimes add extra appeal and value to a coin. In today's coin market, values can change quickly based on auctions, collector trends, and newly discovered varieties. A circulated 1994 P quarter with scratches may seem ordinary, but if it shows a genuine mint error or exceptional eye appeal, it can suddenly become a valuable coin worth big money in dollars. This is why experienced collectors always say to check your change carefully. Coins from the 1990s are still turning up with rare features, and many valuable discoveries are made by people who simply took the time to look closely. The 1994 P. Washington quarter is more than just 25 cents. It is a small piece of American history, a reminder of everyday life before the state quarters program began, and for some lucky collectors, a rare coin with real market value today. Top 4. The 1987 D5 cents coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse. The front of the coin features the well-known portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. This design has been part of American coinage since 1938 and represents knowledge, leadership, and the foundation of the nation. On the reverse side, the coin shows Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. Even on circulated coins, the steps of Monticello, the pillars, and the lettering can still be seen, although wear and scratches often soften these details. A very fine circulated 1987 D nickel usually shows even wear across the surface, with all major features visible but not sharp. Most 1987 D nickels found today are circulated, and under normal circumstances, they are worth only a small amount over face value. However, collectors are always searching for rare varieties and mint errors, and this is where the story becomes exciting. Some 1987 D5 cents coins were struck with rare mint errors that can dramatically increase their value. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, missing or weak mint marks, clipped planchets, and other striking abnormalities. When verified and authenticated, certain rare error examples have sold for thousands of dollars at major auctions. In exceptional cases, a genuine, dramatic mint error or a unique variety in outstanding condition can reach values as high as $10,000 in today's collector market. These high prices are not for ordinary circulated coins, but for rare, certified examples that stand out from the millions that were produced. Condition also plays an important role in value. While a very fine circulated coin with scratches is common, collectors still examine such coins closely. Sometimes valuable errors are found on coins that are not in perfect condition. Even with wear, a rare error can still be highly desirable and command a strong market price. The 1987 Jefferson Nickel is made from a copper-nickel alloy, and it does not contain silver. Its value comes entirely from rarity, collector demand, and unique characteristics rather than precious metal content. This is why modern coins can sometimes be worth far more than older silver coins. In today's coin market, prices are influenced by collector interest, auction competition, and professional grading. Coins that are authenticated and graded by major grading services often bring much higher prices because buyers trust their originality and rarity. This is why coin experts always say to carefully inspect every coin, even those that seem common. That 5-cent coin sitting in a drawer, old wallet, or jar of change could be hiding something very special. Many valuable discoveries begin with a simple coin that someone almost ignored. The 1987 D. Jefferson 5-cent coin is more than just pocket change. It represents American history, everyday life in the late 1980s, and for a very small number of lucky collectors, a rare opportunity to own a coin worth big money in dollars today. Top 5. The 1970 D 5-cent coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse. The front of the coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the most important figures in American history. This design has been part of U.S. coinage since 1938 and represents knowledge, leadership, and the foundation of the nation. On the reverse side, the coin displays Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's historic home in Virginia, in very fine circulated condition. Most of the main details are still visible. The building outline, columns, and lettering can be seen clearly, although the steps and finer details may be worn and softened by years of circulation. Scratches and small marks on the surface are normal and show that the coin was actively used in everyday transactions. Millions of 1970 D nickels were produced, so a normal circulated example usually has only a small value above face value. However, experienced collectors know that the real value comes from rare varieties and mint errors. This is where the 1970 D Jefferson Nickel becomes exciting. Some 1970 D 5-cent coins were struck with rare mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or weak and unusual mint marks. These errors are not common and are highly sought after by collectors. Even when a coin is in circulated condition, a strong and clearly visible error can dramatically increase its value. In very rare cases, exceptional error examples of the 1970 D. Jefferson Nickel have reached values as high as $10,000 in the collector market. These prices apply only to verified, authenticated coins with significant errors or rare characteristics, often certified by professional grading services. Ordinary circulated coins without special features do not reach these levels, but the possibility is what keeps collectors searching. Condition also plays an important role in determining market value. While a very fine circulated coin with scratches is common, it can still be valuable if it has a rare error. Many collectors have discovered high-value coins in less than perfect condition simply because the error itself was rare and desirable. The 1970 Jefferson Nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy and does not contain silver. Its value is based entirely on rarity, collector demand, condition, and unique minting characteristics. This is why even modern-era coins can sometimes sell for more than much older coins made of precious metals. In today's coin market, values are influenced by auction results, collector interest, and professional grading. Coins that are authenticated and graded tend to sell for higher prices because buyers have confidence in their originality and rarity. Demand for Jefferson Nickel errors continues to grow as collectors complete date and mint mark sets. This is why coin experts always advise people to check their change carefully. A simple 5-cent coin from 1970 that looks ordinary could be hiding something extraordinary. Many valuable discoveries have been made by collectors who took the time to inspect coins that others ignored. The 1970 D. Jefferson 5-cent coin is more than just pocket change. It is a piece of American history, a reminder of everyday life in the early 1970s, and for a very small number of lucky collectors, a rare coin with big market value in dollars today. Top 6. The 1983 P5 coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is identified by the small p mint mark on the obverse. This mint mark became standard on nickels starting in 1980, making it an important detail for collectors. The front of the coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and one of the most influential figures in American history. This classic design has been part of U.S. coinage since 1938 and symbolizes leadership, independence, and the foundation of the nation. On the reverse side, the coin shows Monticello, Thomas Jefferson's historic home in Virginia, in very fine circulated condition. The main features of Monticello are still visible. The building outline, columns, and lettering can be seen clearly, though the steps and finer details are often worn down. Surface scratches and small marks are normal and show that the coin has passed through many hands over the years. Millions of 1983 P. Jefferson Nickels were produced, so a normal circulated example is usually worth only a small amount above face value. However, collectors know that the true value of this coin does not come from how common it looks, but from rare mint errors and special varieties that can exist even on circulated coins. Some 1983 P5 coins were struck with rare mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks struck through debris, clipped planchets, or unusual mint mark characteristics. These errors are not easy to find, and when they are clearly visible and professionally verified, they can make a huge difference in market value. In very rare cases, exceptional error examples of the 1983 P. Jefferson Nickel have sold for thousands of dollars. Under the right conditions, such as a strong and dramatic mint error confirmed by a professional grading service, values can reach as high as $10,000 in today's collector market. These high prices are reserved only for rare, authenticated coins and not for ordinary circulated examples. Condition still plays an important role in value. Even though a very fine circulated coin with scratches is common, collectors carefully inspect these coins because valuable errors can exist regardless of wear. Many high-value discoveries have been made on coins that are far from perfect but contain rare and desirable minting mistakes. The 1983 Jefferson Nickel is made of a copper-nickel alloy and does not contain silver. Its value comes entirely from collector demand, rarity, condition, and unique minting characteristics rather than precious metal content. This is why modern-era coins can sometimes be worth far more than older silver coins. In today's coin market, values are influenced by collector interest, auction results, and professional grading. Coins that are authenticated and graded usually bring higher prices because buyers trust their originality and rarity. Interest in Jefferson Nickel errors continues to grow as collectors search for overlooked treasures in everyday change. This is why experienced collectors always say to check every coin carefully. That simple 5-cent coin from 1983 sitting in a jar, drawer, or old collection could be hiding something very special. Many valuable coins are discovered by people who took just a moment to look closer. The 1983 P. Jefferson 5-cent coin is more than just pocket change. It represents American history, everyday life in the early 1980s, and for a very small number of lucky collectors, a rare opportunity to own a coin with big market value in dollars today. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden values, and real stories from the coin collecting world, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Your next valuable coin